Nonno Cappuccinelli. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. PP1P. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Melanzanino
Pesciolino
volante.
bollente.
Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. PP1P. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Melanzanino volante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. PP1P. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Gran piede obiettivone. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Melanzanino volante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! PP1P! Captain Jack Mollusco! Tevetino rotolante! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Wacky Waffle Boy! Captain Jack Mollusco! Wacky Waffle Boy! Tevetino rotolante! Pesciolino bollente!
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! PP1P! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Wacky Waffle Boy! Wacky Waffle Boy! Pesciolino bollente! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Captain Jack Mollusco! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Tevetino rotolante! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Chef Bananardo! Tevetino rotolante! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Melanzanino volante! Captain Jack Mollusco! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Tevetino rotolante! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Chef Bananardo! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Tevetino rotolante!
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Gran piede obiettivone! Captain Jack Mollusco! Tanchini taco cameleone! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Tevetino rotolante! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Wacky Waffle Boy! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Tevetino rotolante! Pesciolino bollente! Melanzanino volante! Pesciolino bollente! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Wacky Waffle Boy! Captain Jack Mollusco! Tevetino rotolante! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Tevetino rotolante! Chef Bananardo!
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Captain Jack Mollusco! Wacky Waffle Boy! Nonno Cappuccinelli! Pesciolino bollente! Pesciolino bollente! PP1P! Chef Bananardo! Pesciolino bollente! Tevetino rotolante! Chef Bananardo! Captain Jack Mollusco! Pesciolino bollente! Chef Bananardo! Melanzanino volante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. PP1P. Granpiede obiettivone. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Melanzanino volante. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Melanzanino Wacky
volante.
Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Il Tanchini, Taco, Obiettivone, Tevetino, Bananardo, Cepilone. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Tevetino rotolante. Captain Jack Mollusco. PP1P. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Melanzanino volante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Chef Bananardo.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Melanzanino volante. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Gran piede obiettivone. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Melanzanino volante. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy, PP1P. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. PP1P. Wacky Waffle Boy. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Melanzanino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Gran piede obiettivone. Chef Bananardo.
And this might be why Mazza has been withdrawn and headed straight down to get seen to.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante.
Pressure applied down in front of the Olympiacos fans. Led to the error from Yanis Blaswish. Taremi might come back here for Martins. Has to be tidied up by Andrich. Sloppy from Leverkusen, and they've given away a corner. Well, they're in a very good position at the moment, but just inviting a bit of pressure onto them by some slack stuff in and around their own area. And we have heard so much from so many about needing to concentrate fully when Olympiacos have these set pieces. Tapsoba's dealt with that one. Back here for Rodinei. It's Martins who's been the danger man. He's got the ball in but doesn't evade the first man. High risk stuff from Leverkusen there, and Rodinei nearly won it back. In fact, they do have it back. Here's Danny Garcia. Rodinei. Oof, Blaswish was concerned about that, and it actually bent out and came back in. Rodinei didn't see it that way, but
Captain Jack Mollusco
seemed to arc out a play apparently, and then came back in, although Jose Luis Mendilibar not quite convinced.
Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
Well, they are attacking the goal with their supporters in it now, are Olympiacos, and they're doing their best to try and suck the ball into that net guarded by Yanis Blaswish.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
It's a foul.
Chef Bananardo.
And
Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy.
just a bit fraught there. Schick with the initial infringement, then Hoffman got involved. Olympiacos just want to get on with it as we hit the hour mark.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino Bollente.
There's a blatant nudge by Schick on Pirula, and then Hoffman was seen to have been delaying the restart, which is why Olympiacos got a bit shirty.
Pesciolino Bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Never lost a European tie, Leverkusen, when they've been victorious in the first leg by 2 or more goals. Half an hour away from ensuring that record remains intact.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino Bollente. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Tapsoba.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino Bollente. Chef Bananardo.
Hoffman was offside, so pass couldn't be played. This is Garcia. Now Quansah. Garcia.
Chef Bananardo. Gran piede obiettivone. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino Bollente. Pesciolino Bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Tapsoba.
Chef Bananardo.
Laid off nicely. Grimaldo. Ernest Poku, who's just come on. Grimaldo, goal now, and Leverkusen can start to think about the last 16, but Paulin was lacking in quality. Andrish, who's not given Mehdi Taremi anything all night, wins it in front of him again, then wrestles it off Taremi fairly. Michael Oliver didn't see anything wrong with the challenge. Schick now. Grimaldo. Ernest Poku. Poku again. That's nice. Grimaldo! Oh! Off the post. Inches away from ensuring Leverkusen were through to the round of 16. Good, quick, crisp stuff. Grimaldo well onside. Tried to do the keeper with the eyes, and it actually came back off the crossbar rather than the post. You can see there he looked up to try and hint that he was going to cut it back, but he blasted goalwards, and it almost ended up in the goal.
Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
So close to eventually rubber stamping their place in the last 16, but that's given away badly by Blaswich, and this is Gelson Martins. Deflected, and deflected narrowly wide, and Yanis Blaswich raises his hand in acknowledgement of the error and is mightily relieved that this came to nothing. So soon after Leverkusen nearly took a 3-0 lead on aggregate, Martins had the chance to make it 2-1 overall. Finally a bit of action at the Bai Arena. Blaswich has stayed, and Tapsoba's got his head to it. Danny Garcia is claiming that he was impeded here. There was an arm around him from Gerald Quansah, but nothing of any real substance for the officials to inspect.
Pesciolino Bollente, Chef Bananardo, Nonno Cappuccinelli,
Bretzos, Rodinei,
Chef Bananardo.
Martins levered off it legally by Grimaldo.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Wacky Waffle Boy, Chef Bananardo, Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Couldn't make it stick. There is just an air of apprehension around the Bai Arena. Yes, there's a 2-0 advantage, but Leverkusen have just appeared a tad jittery, especially when Gelson Martins is loitering.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
And again, another misplaced pass.
Chef Bananardo.
Martins. Taremi said where he wanted it. It goes back for Garcia's cross, which was actually a pretty good ball.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Entitled to wonder why none of his teammates attack that is Danny Garcia.
Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Around this stage of the game that Patrick Schick scored his quick-fire double, wasn't it? 60 minutes and 63 minutes when the Czechia international first tapped home and then headed home.
Chef Bananardo.
Rodinei. Martins.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Danny Garcia.
Chef Bananardo.
Oh, it's not been dealt with.
Captain Jack
Taremi.
Mollusco.
Martins.
Chef Bananardo.
Goal kick.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo.
So double change. Taremi off, El Kabi coming on. And Chiquinho is also going to depart here with Andre Luiz, his replacement.
Tevetino rotolante, Melanzanino volante, Pesciolino bollente, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Pesciolino bollente, PP1P, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo.
Kabi started the first leg with Taremi also on alongside him in a very attack-minded lineup, but one swapped out for the other this evening. Kabi, the Moroccan international, scored the extra-time winner in that 1-0 Conference League final success against Fiorentina.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Andrish stepping in there.
Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Not quite desperation stakes for Olympiacos, but it's still 2-0 Leverkusen, and we have only a quarter of this second leg left to play.
Tevetino rotolante.
Martins. Leverkusen do negotiate the remainder of this tie successfully.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Will improve a pretty wretched record for them in knockout stage ties. Rodinei's cross, back across. Oh, Tapsoba takes it off Andre Luiz.
Melanzanino volante.
Not knocking at the door, but they're on the approach towards it, Olympiacos.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Kabi and Martins both trying to get on the end of it, and Leverkusen trying to get a hold of the game again.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
Ronaldo dispossessed, no harm done though.
Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino
As I mentioned, they do have a pretty poor record
Chef Bananardo.
in knockout stage ties to
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Bayer Leverkusen. They've lost 10 of their last 13. He thought that might have been the moment for them to reduce the deficit, but it has been a game full of nearly moments for Olympiacos.
Chef Bananardo.
Tapsoba.
Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo.
Andre Luiz.
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Strong armed out of it by Andrish. Luzakitis. Danny Garcia. Now Rodinei.
Chef Bananardo.
Rodinei, good ball. Martins with a boot into the face of Tapsoba. into the arm of Edmund Tapsoba.
Nonno Cappuccinelli, Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bernardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Andre Luiz, good strength to get through Kwanzaa.
Melanzanino volante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Musakitis. Disappointing from him. Schick uses his body well.
Tevetino rotolante.
And Schick onto the return pass.
Waffle boy.
Patrick Schick. Jonas Hoffmann. Poku, Grimaldo, he's going to have a go, and it's going to go all the way over the top.
Chef Bernardo. Melanzanino volante.
Schick hasn't seen too much of the ball in this second half. Did well to help start that counter.
Waffle boy.
But we're into the last 20 minutes, and Leverkusen remain 2-0 ahead.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Captain Jack Mollusco.
It's that defensive stability that's doing the job for them. It's set to be 5 clean sheets in their last 7 Champions League matches, and just 1 loss across those 7 games if it stays like this. Was in the league phase away to Olympiacos.
Nonno Cappuccinelli, Pesciolino bollente, Captain Jack Mollusco, Tevetino rotolante, Chef Bernardo, Melanzanino volante,
Musakitis, Andre Luiz.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Only had one thing on his mind as soon as the ball came his way. Absolutely leathered this goal was the Brazilian. It's only his second ever European appearance tonight. Would have been some way to score his first ever European goal. Ezequiel Palacios and Jonas Hoffmann are going to be withdrawn here. Palacios and Hoffmann, who have vast amount of European experience. Nicky Fernandez and Culbreth are at the opposite ends of that spectrum. You would have to say the 18-year-old Montreal Culbreth, who is only making his second ever European appearance. Actually, Tapu's come on for Leverkusen. In the other of those changes, another 18-year-old who's only making his second European appearance, so they've swapped out some perhaps youthful energy and exuberance for European experience. Let's see how that plays out.
Chef Bernardo, Pesciolino bollente, Chef Bernardo, Melanzanino volante, Wacky Waffle Boy,
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bernardo, Captain Jack Mollusco, Chef Bernardo, Pesciolino bollente, Pesciolino bollente, Captain Jack Mollusco, Tevetino rotolante, Pesciolino bollente, PPYP,
Corner towards
Chef
Andrish.
Bernardo, Wacky Waffle Boy, Chef
He's convinced
Bernardo,
that they've got a tip on its way behind from Zalakis, but the
Wacky
officials
Waffle Boy,
not in agreement with him.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Chef Bernardo, Pesciolino bollente, Captain Jack Mollusco,
Olympiacos unbeaten away from home since a 6-1 battering at Barcelona in October, a streak of
Melanzanino volante,
10 games on their travels without a loss. That includes 7 wins. They have certainly given as good as they've got at the Bayer Arena tonight, but they haven't been able to make any inroads into the aggregate advantage that Leverkusen established in the first leg.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Musakitis.
Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo.
Andre Luiz.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
Lucas Vazquez down here.
Tevetino rotolante. Gran piede obiettivone. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. PP1P. Chef Bernardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bernardo. PP1P.
Well, Lucas Vazquez unable to continue, so speedy substitution. Artur
Pesciolino bollente.
will step into the breach for him.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo.
Another youngster, that a 22-year-old does have 13 Champions League appearances under his belt now.
Melanzanino volante. Chef Bernardo.
Slip there from Retsos, which isn't costly.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente.
Hammered clear by Zolakis.
Chef Bernardo.
Andres Schwinted in the air once again.
Pesciolino bollente.
Retsos.
Tevetino rotolante. PP1P. Pesciolino bollente.
Martins helps to cut it out. This is Musakitis.
Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Chef
Santiago
Bernardo.
Eza.
Il leggendario cepilone
Pushed
gigante.
wide to Rodinei.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
From Danny Garcia on an unfortunate slip from Andre Luiz there.
Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Ernest Poku. Goal now, and Leverkusen can really start to celebrate.
PP1P.
Alex Garcia.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo.
Andrish.
Tevetino rotolante.
Tapsoba.
Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo.
Grimaldo.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain
Seen off
Jack Mollusco.
by the challenge of
Chef
Rodinei.
Bernardo. Tevetino rotolante.
Andre Luiz has got away from Tapsoba.
Volante.
Now what can he do from here? El Kaabi waiting, and he's still waiting,
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
as it's going to
Chef
drop
Bernardo.
behind and a long way away
Wacky Waffle Boy.
from Ayub El Kaabi.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Christos
Wacky Waffle
Musakitis takes his leave here, the very talented, and if you believe what you read, very in-demand 19-year-old.
Nonno
He goes
Cappuccinelli.
off.
Pesciolino bollente.
Placement
Tevetino rotolante.
for him is Scipioni.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bernardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Captain
Andre
Jack
Luiz.
Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente.
Andre Luis still going. He got away from Poku, didn't get anything out of Tapsoba. Well, they may have been a bit nervy earlier, but they're starting to celebrate now. The last 16 very much within sight, with 10 minutes of the 90 remaining. Looks very much like it will be Bayer Leverkusen against either Bayern München or Arsenal in the last 16 of this season's Champions League, unless Olympiacos can do something late on. Martins. Safe hands from Yanis Blaswish.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Pesciolino bollente, Chef Bananardo, Tevetino rotolante.
Oh, that's poor.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Chef Bananardo, Pesciolino bollente.
Feel that the only thing that can really undo Leverkusen here is complacency, and there has been a bit of slackness at times. Scipioni's ball. Poku. Grimaldo took it in his stride very nicely. Poku sent it on now. Garcia. Schick waiting. And Retsos to the rescue to prevent Schick putting the tie to bed once and for all. There's another slip in centre field there. This time it was Pirolo who went to ground. Meant he couldn't get back, but Retsos read the danger.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Well, they've given everything, Olympiacos, but just haven't been able to create enough against a Leverkusen side who are heading for another shutout in Europe.
Pesciolino bollente, Chef Bananardo, Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Zalakis got his hands to it.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente, Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Pesciolino bollente, Chef Bananardo, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Captain Jack Mollusco, Melanzanino volante, Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Next up for Leverkusen is a visit rather from Mainz here on Saturday, and face trips to Hamburg and Freiburg in the Bundesliga. So games that they would see as very winnable, given that all of those sides are below them in the standings. And then, of course, there is the prospect of them facing Bayern a number of times in quick succession. In fact, one of the German newspapers said Bayern face 4 Bayern duels, as if they do get through tonight and get drawn against them. Here's Artur, meanwhile, who takes it out of play. But if they do end up being paired with Bayern, they could meet them 4 times in the next 5 weeks, given that they have a league engagement here in mid-March and also a German Cup semi-final scheduled against the Bavarians as well.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo.
Very professional job from Leverkusen, much to the frustration of Jose Luis Mendilibar, who's seen his side try but have a lot of huff and puff without showing much in the way of being able to blow down the Leverkusen door.
Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy.
If it stays like this, it will mean just one victory in their last 10 Champions League knockout stage matches for Olympiacos. That came against Manchester United in 2014.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
Andre Luis, tap sober, doing so well again. Excellent positioning and strength to ensure that the door was shut firmly in the substitute's face. Well, I mentioned earlier that there's this popular Greek song, An Evening in Leverkusen, but there is not much for the travelling fans to shout about in Leverkusen this evening. No goals and no way through to the round of 16, you wouldn't have thought, with just 4 minutes of the 90 to play.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Ernest Poku. Lensos and Poku tangling. Nothing in it either way, so it's a goal kick, which Poku's fairly incredulous about.
Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente.
Olympiacos set to turn their attentions back to domestic matters. Their 2-0 win at the weekend means that they are still top of the standings in the Greek Super League.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Launched by Solakis, collected by Artur.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente.
Rodinei. Kwanzaa underneath it, way as far as Martins. He's not had as much joy since moving to the left compared to when he was operating on the right-hand side. This is Pirola. 90 seconds of the 90 minutes remaining. Scipione! Not a substitute, trying to inject a bit of jeopardy into the game late on. It was swerving, but swerving in the wrong direction.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente.
Garcia and Martins going off on Yameci and Clayton, with what looked like being very, very late cameos, unless this is taken to extra time.
Pesciolino bollente. PPWP. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky
We'll be
Waffle
hoping
Boy.
for a
Chef Bananardo.
decent amount of added time here.
Devetino rotolante.
Olympiacos.
Melanzanino volante. Chef Bananardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo.
Martins.
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
It's blocked behind. It will be a corner kick for Olympiacos.
Chef Bananardo.
And now eyes drift towards the fourth official, Andy Madley, to see how much added time will be tacked on. The answer is a minimum of 4 minutes.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Met by Schick, doing his defensive work well. It's his double in Piraeus a week ago that is set to be the difference maker.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Devetino rotolante.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo.
The roller up there trying to help out as an extra centre forward. It's Andre Luis here. It's a corner.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo.
Still making a right racket, despite the fact that they look almost certain to be exiting the competition here.
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Oh, that's half a chance. And finally, a set-piece opening. Still not fully away. Counter might be on here for Leverkusen to finish with a flourish. Artur leading the counter. Garcia, Schick. Oh, would have been quite poetic if he'd applied the finishing touch to the tie there.
Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Into the body of Andrić.
Devetino rotolante.
Despite the cries for a penalty from the Olympiacos players, and Schick's little lift over the keeper, but wide of the post.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Tapsoba not moving too well, but they've used
Wacky Waffle Boy.
4 of their 5 substitutes. They do still have the option of another.
Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Schick.
Gran piede o
Cold breath.
piedone.
Parola's felled him there. That's going to be a nailed-on yellow card. And will take us almost towards the end of added time. I think there was a very hopeful inquiry from Fernandez about whether might have merited a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, but he was far too wide for that.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Devetino rotolante. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Not sure why they haven't made another alteration here by Leverkusen, given that
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
seems to be moving really awkwardly. Edmund Tapsoba here.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Wacky Waffle Boy.
Cold breath.
Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Melanzanino volante. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack
Here comes
Mollusco.
Rodinei.
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
4 added minutes are up. Rodinei still going. Good stuff from Poku. A breeze for Bayer Leverkusen in the end. Kasper Ullmann's side protecting their 2-0 advantage.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
Might be a bit of damage done to Edmund Tapsoba.
Chef Bananardo.
that effort from Scipione that he was being brave to try and block. A shake of the hands between the two head coaches. It was a pretty comfortable evening, all in all, for Bayer Leverkusen. They will face either Bayern or Arsenal in the last 16. 0-0 on the night, 2-0 to Leverkusen on aggregate.
This match was brought to you by MasterCard and FedEx, UEFA Champions League official sponsors.
Chef Bananardo.
F1 Academy brings fascinating battles, and we've got plenty more good racing to go. Shanghai International Circuit.
We've got a battle on now.
Oh,
welcome to the streets of Jeddah.
Fantastic racing from these ladies in F1 Academy.
Ella Lloyd, her first win.
We are set for F1 Academy with Canada.
Side by side, wheel to wheel.
Kelly Chambers takes victory in Montreal.
A brand new venue.
The Silverstone Circuit, fast sweeping curves.
We go racing in Zandvoort. Absolutely incredible. Nobles is pushed wide.
This is going to be a unique challenge for a lot of the drivers.
Grandstands are packed.
Lights out, F1 Academy's underway.
And it's going to be a drag race down the straight. Wow, race of the season in F1 Academy.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bananardo. Captain
This
Jack
summer,
Malou,
the world's
Chef
fastest
Bananardo.
race on water comes to the famous Harbor City. Sail GP is back for the 7th time in this iconic venue.
Perfection from
Slingsby.
For iconic racing. New teams, new rivalries.
Captain Jack
Witness
Mollusco.
Tom Slingsby and his 3-time Sail GP champions, the Bonds Flying Roos,
Wacky
take on the
Waffle Boy.
world's
Nonno
best.
Cappuccinelli.
It will all come down to a winner-takes-all final.
Bananardo.
Don't miss out.
We are very eager. The Champions League is obviously the ultimate. We get some big games and the league final. We can make that happen.
We have the capacity to win every game. That is marvellous.
We're looking to go on further this year. Can we do it again? Of course. To be able to hold the Champions League trophy is what you dream about.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Tevetino rotolante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. PP1P. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
From Madrid to Barcelona, the La Liga magic ignites.
Breathtaking vision.
The biggest stars light the night.
Spectacular
images. Every match stokes passion. Every goal feeds the heat. Wow! Every week, rivalries erupt. All action, blazing glory. What a finish! La Liga highlights on beIN Sports.
Pesciolino bollente. PP1P. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente.
Not everyone has the privilege to be a Champions League winner.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
It was a journey that everyone remembers.
Getting closer.
Brilliant finish.
The way they played, you know.
He was the most incredible thing I've ever come across.
It is relentless.
We can't believe it.
Champions League winners, Paris Saint-Germain.
Melanzanino volante. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo.
F1 Academy brings fascinating battles, and we've got plenty more good racing to go. Shanghai International Circuit.
We've got a battle on now. Oh, Dorian Pat.
Welcome to the streets of Jeddah.
Fantastic racing from these ladies in F1 Academy.
Ella Lloyd, her first win. We are set from F1 Academy from Canada. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Chloe Chambers takes victory in Montreal.
Oh yeah, baby.
A brand new venue.
The Silverstone Circuit. Fast, sweeping curves.
We go racing in Zandvoort. Absolutely incredible. Nobody's pushed wide.
This is going to be a unique challenge for a lot of the drivers.
Grandstands are packed.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Down, F1 Academy's underway.
And it's going to be a drag race down the straight. Wow. Race of the season in F1 Academy.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Tevetino rotolante.
This is the moment you wait for as a sevens player to get the opportunity to run out. The players that have been here before, the superstars right across the planet. Oh, it means everything.
The slow walk to potential glory.
Something inside you is broken. This is the opportunity to show you who you are.
Very much a gladiatorial stroll into this arena. I hope you can feel it, hear it, sense it, see it at home.
So let's leave everything on the field together, okay?
Melanzanino
Discipline
volante.
and effort. Can you give me that? Yes.
Sounds big. Feels big. It is big. Let the party begin. It's just majestic. He is so fast. The Khaleesi's love it.
Those ribs got absolutely smoked.
This one's been bubbling. Hitting high decibels here. What a sight that is at the foot of Table Mountain.
Give her an inch and she'll take a mile.
And look what it means to them. A matter of millimeters.
Takes a massive hit. She is unstoppable.
The kingpin goes through.
What did you just do, Benny Levi?
Where would you rather be?
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo. Chef Bananardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco.
It was always clear to me that one day I would be a professional footballer. I was absolutely convinced about that.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente.
Admirable belief from a marauding fullback whose scintillating displays for his native Netherlands at Euro 2020 lit up the competition.
Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bananardo.
But Denzel Dumfries' fierce determination and willingness to learn saw him first represent his father's homeland, Aruba, when he was 17 and still playing at amateur level.
I always wanted to play for the Dutch national team, and I knew I would one day. So I did some thorough research first and contacted the KNVB to ask them if I could still switch afterwards. They thought that it was very strange that I sent a message like that, considering that I played at Barendrecht. But to me, it was very important to know that you could still switch your nationality if you hadn't played an official international match yet.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
It It's been a steep rise for Dumfries, who didn't sign for a professional club until he was 18. Sparta Rotterdam and Heerenveen were stepping stones to PSV, where the fullback excelled, eventually becoming captain.
I knew that if I went to PSV, I would become an international, so it was logical. Despite the fact that we didn't win any prizes during my time there, I developed as a player, made my debut in the Champions League, made my debut in the Dutch national team, and I learned a lot about myself on a personal level.
Last summer, 25-year-old Dumfries' thirst for prizes saw him make the move to Inter. I Nerazzurri are a club with real momentum. They complemented a First League title for over a decade by winning the Italian Super Cup in January, Dumfries' first major trophy as a player. But his first venture away from his homeland at club level has brought with it various challenges, and some he maybe wasn't expecting.
Food is very important here. 2 weeks ago they were angry with me because I added chicken to my pasta. So I had pasta, chicken and pesto on one plate. That was an insult to the pasta for them. So I learned I'm not able to do that anymore. The moment Inter got in touch and I realised they were serious, I knew that it was the club I wanted to go to. We have a great team, we play fantastic football, and we also enjoy ourselves. We're really focused on winning, we're on the right track, and I really believe we will continue to improve.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Melanzanino volante. Chef Banardo. BB1P. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Stevetino volante. Jack Mollusco, Chef Bananardo, Wacky Waffle Boy.
Ask any player, man or woman, which stadium they want to play in, and the Camp Nou always comes to mind. I've never played in front of such a massive audience. The anticipation is huge. I feel like we haven't been speaking about anything else for the past 3 weeks, especially because we already knew that Camp Nou was sold out. It really is a moment for us football players that we might never get to experience again.
One of the few experiences not yet witnessed by a German footballing icon. The relationship between Alexandra Popp and Wolfsburg has blossomed for the last decade. Before the now 31-year-old joined, Die Wölfinnen had never won a trophy. Their cabinet now boasts 16 major titles, including back-to-back UWCL wins in 2013 and 2014.
Wolfsburg weren't yet a top club, but you could see that they were working on it for years before. It just felt like there was a potential for development. The very first title we won against Lyon, we started as the underdog. It felt crazy to us. To be able to confirm our quality the following year and show that kind of heart. To come back from 2-0 down certainly has a distinct feeling that is very emotional.
Popp has been forced to miss most of this campaign due to injury. Usually the absence of such a key presence would have been catastrophic, but not this season, thanks to the excellent form of Tobias Vasmuth.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
The 25-year-old only signed in July, but has hit the ground running. Her 9 goals in 8 UWCL matches means she leads the scoring charts heading into the last 4.
Captain Jack
I think at the moment it's working out quite well. I don't think much about it, but I'm really happy about how it's going. It's just fun to play and play with the team too.
It's not just on the pitch where the striker inspires. Vasmuth juggles football with her studies, where she also excels.
I'm doing my PhD in neurophysiology. We're developing training for attention disorders among stroke patients. We're on our way to implementing it. I think it's great to be able to switch off from football after training or when I'm on the road and give attention to other topics.
The next obstacle in hers and Wolfsburg's path to the final is a significant one. Current UWCL champions, Barcelona. But the German side are top of the Frauen-Bundesliga. They beat Bayern 6-0 and 3-1 in their last two domestic fixtures and are still on course for a treble of titles. But for Vasmuth, it seems any trophy will do.
It would be without a doubt indescribable. I've never won a big title, and that's why it would be incredible. But we have the semi-final first, and we have to reach our maximum potential, and then let's see what happens.
The makeup of the other UWCL semi-final was settled in dramatic fashion as Wolfsburg's compatriots Bayern duelled with Paris at the Parc des Princes. 3-3 on aggregate and deep into extra time, the stage was set for Paris's Ramona Bachmann to send a record home crowd into raptures.
I've dealt with pressure from an early age. It pushes me on. I need it. I thrive under pressure. I must always give my best performance. It was a very special moment. We were so tired, and despite that, you couldn't notice any fatigue. We just enjoyed it. The whole squad relished it. Personally, it was a great feeling to be able to help the team.
That famous night in the French capital paved the way for a somewhat familiar encounter in the Final Four. Paris and Lyon's recent histories in the competition are tightly intertwined, meeting 6 times in the last 6 campaigns, including a Lyon victory at this stage in 2020, which led them to a record 7th title. Their left back that day, Sakina Kishawi, will return to her former club, now in the colours of Les Parisiennes.
It was amazing. It left a special taste. To play in the final and win my first Champions League. It was a big deal, wasn't it?
We've put in some great performances recently. We're in form. We're very confident, and we're looking to take that into the game.
Paris are the only club left in the competition not to have won the UEFA Women's Champions League, but boast a youthful squad unblemished by the failures of the past. They pipped Lyon to the domestic title last year and will take added inspiration from a 3rd appearance at the Parc des Princes this season.
The stadium makes me think of the Champions League, as it's where we often play these matches. It's amazing to play on this pitch. To have so many people watching us forces us to perform.
Nonno Cappuccinelli, Melanzanino volante. Nonno Cappuccinelli, Chef Bernardo.
This match is brought to you by MasterCard and FedEx, UEFA Champions League official partners.
Chef Bernardo, Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy. Chef Bernardo. Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Devetino rotolante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
So away we go. Dortmund in the yellow strip will feel that they've got 1 foot in the round of 16 after securing that 2-0 first leg lead a week ago. It was their 100th win in the European Cup. But equally they know the job is far from done. Atalanta won 4 matches in the league phase, one more than their visitors tonight. They've already beaten German opposition in the competition this season, winning 3-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt on match day 5. What they'd give for another 3-0 win here tonight. But if they are to turn this around, then they'll have to do something they've never done before, and that's win a UEFA tie after losing the first leg by 2 or more goals. Raffaele Palladino there said before the game, "I want to see us push from first minute to last." Meanwhile, in the other dugout, Niko Kovac, who was delighted with the first leg, but he said they've got to go for a win again tonight. He said playing for a 0-0 draw is never an option. Oh, we thought the noise in Dortmund Stadium last week was loud, and of course that's a much bigger stadium than here, but I've got to say it is deafening. The square ball by Heen just forced Sead Kolasinac to scamper a little bit, but they keep possession. And a touch for Marco Carnesecchi. Samadzic striding forward here. Pasalic, the Croatian. Bernasconi with the pass back to Kolasinac. Forward by Pasalic. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see Atalanta dominate possession. They're the ones who've got to make the running. And if they do get a goal, the whole complexion of this tie could shift in their favour. Bernasconi up towards Scamacca. It's just eased away by Valdemar Anton. Scalvini. Only his second appearance in the Champions League this season. So a very big night for him. Just 22 years of age. Kolasinac. Back by Zalewski, who I thought was very impressive in the first leg. For no reward. It's a good ball forward by Kolasinac, and Atalanta have 4 up in this attack. Oh, it's flashed right across the face of goal. Excellent attack from the home side. Scamacca was waiting for it. In the end, it was delivered right across the face of Kobel's goal. Corner taken by Zalewski. Samadzic. What a clever corner that is. Headed down by Pasalic, hoping to pick out Scamacca. Well, Palladino said he wanted his players on the front foot right from the start, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Daron. Samadzic. Pasalic. Bernasconi. Back it goes by the Bosnian Sead Kolasinac. Zalewski. That's a clever pass. Defender goes across, Anton Scamacca's waiting and scoring for Atalanta. That is exactly the sort of stunning start they were hoping for to halve the deficit. Scamacca on target for the third home game in a row in the Champions League. Beautifully created by the home side. A defensive howler as far as Dortmund are concerned. Should have been cleared on the near post. Bernasconi's ball in. And it's Ben Sebaini who doesn't clear. Presenting an absolute gift for Scamacca. Well, they've hardly had a touch, Dortmund, so far, and now they're only one goal in front. And it suddenly becomes a lot harder to call who's going to win this playoff. That is a foul by Giorgio Scalvini. Julian Brandt, the player brought down. Bernasconi's ball in. That really should have been cleared. Either Ben Sebaini or Svensson should have got it away. They failed to do so. And they're fired up here now, the home side. Zalewski. Chan facing up. Zalewski still got it. Now Scalvini. Samazic. There's a little pull back there on Ben Sebaini, and it's a free kick to Dortmund. They need this just to break up the Atalanta momentum. And suddenly Niko Kovac knows this is going to be a big test for his players. Palladino will be absolutely overjoyed at the start his side have made. They do look rattled, Dortmund. And this is where you need the senior players to just say, okay, let's calm down, let's go back to basics here. It does feel like a cauldron of noise. Atalanta full of belief that they can get right back into this. Anton to Ben Sebaini. Whistles and jeers with Dortmund finally having a spell of possession. Brandt. Chan. Oh, what a loose pass by the captain. He gets away with it. It's only the second goal that Atalanta have scored in the first half in this competition this season. Failed to score in the last two against Union Saint-Gilloise and, of course, in the first leg. They put that right. Scamacca opened the scoring here against Chelsea. They went on to win that 2-1. Also here against Athletic Bilbao, which they lost 3-2. Zappacosta. Oh, no foul there. The referee's going to stop the game though, and he is going to give the free kick. There was a long wait. Scalvini, the player, caught. Daniel Svensson emerged with the ball, but the whistle did eventually go. Terrific opening 10 minutes for Atalanta. Dortmund have lost one European tie after winning the first leg by 2 or more goals, but it was a long time ago, 1987, in the UEFA Cup against FC Brugge. On that occasion, they won the first leg at home 3-0, but were beaten 5-0 in the second leg after extra time. But that's ancient history. They certainly don't want a repeat here. You can see they're just trying to slow down the game. Dortmund, after that dynamite start from the home team. Absolutely impossible to maintain that sort of tempo for any great length of time, particularly against the side of this quality. Garassi did well to hold it up, but the ball in is straight to Karnasecki. Oh, what a poor clearance. He's got away with that. But that's a handball. So a free kick to Dortmund. Ben Sebaini, the Algerian. Brandt. Anton runs through for Garassi. Referee not at all of the opinion that that was a foul. Switch of play to this right side. Zappacosta, brilliantly done. And then the sliding lunge results in a free kick and a yellow card. A very angry reaction that the free kick wasn't given for the challenge on Garassi at the other end. Ben Sebaini hasn't had a great start to the game, and he will miss the next match in the competition. Zappacosta got there first, and it really was a desperate lunge. Easy decision for the referee, that one. There could be further punishment to follow here, because there's a free kick for Atalanta. Compelling stuff here in Bergamo. Keeper started to come, changed his mind. It was a good decision. Well, they want handball there, Atalanta. The referee said play on, and it ends up back with Karnasecki via Bernasconi. Oh, a poor clearance from the goalkeeper again. Straight to Brandt. Seems inconceivable that Atalanta could actually concede from that position. They've dealt with it. Kolasinac. Now suddenly 5 yellow jerseys forward. Great ball forward by Mecha. And Bayer. Well marshalled by Isak Hien, the Swedish defender. Bayer, scorer of the crucial second goal in Dortmund just before half-time a week ago. Just confirmation there that Benzobaini will be suspended. Dortmund next play in the competition. Pinched by Scalvini. It's Bernasconi. Scamacca. It's a foul given there against Job Bellingham.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Well, actually, I think it was the player behind him, Anton, who was penalised. Quarter of an hour gone. It's all Atalanta. Scamacca managed to get it forward to Kolasinac, but it's with Pasalic. Looking to switch it to Zappacosta. Samadzic. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Bernasconi coming in on the far side. Just tried to get it back across goal. Zalewski was waiting. Hacked behind for a corner. Dealt with by Neccia. Headed forward though by Bernasconi. It's a lovely ball to the far post, which eluded Riasin. Bernasconi just trying to pick out Nikola Zalewski. Scamacca clearly saying he felt his shirt was being pulled, which meant he could get nowhere near that. Knocked back across goal. Once again, Dortmund not able to keep a clean sheet away from home in the Champions League. Both of their clean sheets in the competition have come at home. In the big win over Villarreal, and then of course the first leg of this playoff. Now they've got a long throw here. Dortmund, Maxi Bayer to take. Girassi is fighting for it on the near post. Big boost for Dortmund to have Emre Can back. He did so well to keep a clean sheet, having to play the 18-year-old Reggiani in defence a week ago, and he got booked actually quite early on in the first half. It was a really composed performance from the young man, but it's hardly surprising that Niko Kovac has gone with experience. Girassi beaten to it, and then just a lack of concentration from Samadzic, who was so disappointed not to start the first leg, but having made such an impact at the weekend, he's earned his place in the starting 11 here tonight.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo.
Of course, both sides came from behind at the weekend, so it's a long, long way to go. Cleared by Benzobaini. Anywhere will do in that situation.
Tevetino rotolante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Melanzanino volante. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Swiss goalkeeper Gregor Kobel, followed by Bensebaini, helped on there by Bayer. The referee's going to give the free kick here to Dortmund. With 20 minutes gone, clear signs that they're just starting to get a bit of rhythm here. The visitors, Girassi pulled down. Mecha. Bensebaini. Svensson beaten to it. Nice ball up to Scamacca. Wide by Pasalic. Wasn't the best of balls that from Bernasconi. Asked rather a lot of Zalewski. You can see them pressing high. Atalanta, it's aggressive. They would love to get themselves level in the tie. As I said earlier, the supporters here are really playing their part. Just as Raffaele Palladino was hoping they would.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Il leggendario cepilone gigante. Chef Bernardo.
Been an uncomfortable opening quarter for Niko Kovac. His side still have the slender advantage on aggregate. Be mindful of the fact that they've lost on the road in this competition already at Manchester City and Tottenham. Very quick throw. Samajic. Plenty of time for Pasalic. Gets there first again. There's Zalewski. A deflection makes it easy for Kobel. Yet to score in the competition this season, the Pole, Zalewski, but he's a box of tricks. Zappacosta with the throw for Atalanta. Midway through this compelling first half in Bergamo. Bernasconi, great ball up to Scamacca. Zalewski! Great save from Kobel. Scamacca backing into his defender, great strength, teeing it up for the pole, and that's a fabulous save to deny Nikola Zalewski. Fingertips from Kobel. So close to a second Atalanta goal. Here comes the corner. Wasn't quite what the defender had in mind, but it actually made it easier for the goalkeeper in the end.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Offside, Scamacca. Well, he barely got a kick in the first leg, to be honest. Tonight, he's been right at it. Very nearly a goal and an assist. Look at that hold-up play, top class. Zalewski must have thought when the ball left his foot that was going to be 2-0. Caught it really sweetly. Great save. Back pass by Chan. This is Bensebaini. Svensson, Swedish fullback, given away. Samajic Wide by Pasalic. Bernasconi, Zalewski. Zalewski wants the return. Probably a good idea to play it first time, but Felix Mecha was there. This is Bayer. Zappacosta trying to keep pace and doing very, very well. It is a throw to Dortmund.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Oh, look at that, not a single attempt or corner from Dortmund in this first half. They've been very much on the back foot.
Chef Bananardo. Tevetino rotolante. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Gerassi. Mecha.
Chef Bananardo.
This is a bit more like it from Dortmund. Good header by Scalvini.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente.
Rierson. Got the assist for the Gerassi goal last week. Svensson, Bayer, Gerassi. The flag is raised. Was he offside here? Or is that just signalling for a goal kick? Yeah, I think that's just a goal kick. But that would be their first attempt of the match. Remember, he's looking for a 20th career Champions League goal, the Guinea international forward. Just a little warning for Atalanta. Not that they needed after last week. He was brilliant, Gerassi, in the first leg. Also scored twice in the 4-0 thumping of Villarreal, and netted in the 4-1 home win over Athletic Bilbao as well.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Tevetino rotolante.
Yet to score away from home in the competition this season. Mecha. Emre Can. Bellingham. It's a dynamic midfield duo, isn't it? For Dortmund, Mecha and Bellingham. Mecha in particular was outstanding in the first leg. Well, his side is still behind, despite their best efforts. They're still behind on aggregate. Scamacca with the touch again. Forward it goes by Pasalic. Here's Bernasconi. There's Scamacca against four defenders there. Wide by Bellingham to Bayer. Oh, it's a brilliant save to deny Brandt. Karnaseki tested for the first time tonight. Bellingham.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Gerassi wants the return from Brandt. Keane looking to get this away. He's given it away to Bellingham. So much better now from Dortmund. Ben Sebaini. Bellingham. Gerassi. Mecha. Gerassi. Mecha. You can sense the anxiety in the stadium amongst the home fans, but that's given away to Kaneseki. Well, here's the chance. Bayer into Brandt.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
Again, caught it really sweetly. And may well have thought he was going to add to his 3 Champions League goals this season. Not to be. One really good save per goalkeeper in this first half. And a wonderful opening half an hour. Given away to Samadzic. Good work from Brandt to win it back.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Pesciolino bollente. Chef Bernardo. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pipi Wapi. Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino bollente.
Well, they knew they were in for a real battle here tonight, Dortmund. To concede inside 5 minutes was not on their agenda. It's taken them a while to get going, but it certainly feels like a much more even contest now.
Melanzanino volante. Pipi Wapi. Wacky Waffle Boy. Gran piede obiettivone. Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Pesciolino bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bernardo.
Bensebaini with the ball forward. Whistle goes immediately.
Chef Bernardo. Pesciolino bollente.
Offside given.
Chef Bernardo. Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Melanzanino volante. Captain Jack Mollusco. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
Straight out of play by Gregor Kobel.
Nonno Cappuccinelli.
And a trip
Tevetino rotolante.
by De Roon, Dutch captain of Atalanta.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
Despite that look of disbelief.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Tevetino rotolante.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Chef Bernardo. Pesciolino bollente. Captain Jack
Zappacosta with the throw for the home side.
Bernardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Remember, came into this having lost their last 3 Champions League games, equaling their unwanted club record. A totally different vibe about this one so far. And Lemaitre tries to get it forward to Maxi Bayer. Cleared by Kaneseki.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Pesciolino bollente. Melanzanino volante.
Svensson.
Chef Bernardo.
A delightful little flick from Brandt, but Atalanta have it back again. And a really dynamic display from them in this first half. Zappacosta.
Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Scalvini's continued his run. And he tried to cut it back for Samadzic.
Chef Bernardo.
Enough yellow jerseys back. And on transition, it's Brandt for Girassi.
Tevetino rotolante. Pesciolino
Mecha. Svensson. Gerassi's there. So too was Kolasinac. They wanted offside there against Giorgio Scalvini. It's clearly the correct decision. Wonderful bit of defending from Joe Bellingham. And ditto at the other end from Kolasinac. 10 minutes left in this first half.
Nonno Cappuccinelli, Chef Bananardo, Pesciolino Bollente, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Wacky Waffle Boy.
Forward by Norwegian Riesen. To 4 assists in the last league game, but 1 going into that first leg. Pasalic. Garone. Scalvini. Zappacosta.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bananardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bananardo.
Well pinched by Heen. Striding forward here, the Swedish centre-back. And the eventual shot is over the bar from Zalewski. Well, he pinched it off Gerassi and just continued striding forward.
Captain Jack Mollusco.
Well, that's a good opportunity for Zalewski.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino Bollente.
Couldn't keep this one on target.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Yet another moment of anxiety for Dortmund in this first half. They're in no hurry to resume play here.
Pesciolino Bollente. Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Gerassi.
Chef Bananardo. Pesciolino Bollente.
Carefully nudged back by Brandt. Bellingham.
Bollente. Wacky Waffle Boy. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco.
Well headed on by Skamaka, but Lazar Samadzic couldn't capitalise on that. Svensson.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino Bollente. Captain Jack
No foul there either, as Bayer went over. Garone. Samadzic. Just got back in time, Maxi Bayer.
Wacky Waffle Boy.
Brandt's ball forward, tried to find Gerassi, doesn't come off. Again, the tempo has suddenly rocketed again. Zappacosta. Atalanta looking for this second goal before half-time. That would level the tie.
Captain Jack Mollusco, Wacky Waffle Boy, Nonno Cappuccinelli, Chef Bananardo,
Mecha.
Nonno Cappuccinelli,
Back by Bernasconi.
Captain Jack Mollusco,
Zappacosta.
Melanzanino Volante.
Samadzic just caught there as he played that
Chef
back.
Bananardo, Captain Jack Mollusco.
Pasalic with the ball forward.
Wacky Waffle Boy, Nonno Cappuccinelli.
Now Davide Zappacosta once more. Goes on the outside, past Svensson. Didn't quite reach Zalewski. But I think a push from Skamaka. Free kick to Dortmund. How many times have we seen Zappacosta do that over the years? Just a little drop of the shoulder, burst of acceleration, clipping it into a dangerous area.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Tevetino rotolante.
Zappacosta. Bensavani with the header away. 5 minutes to go until half-time. Breathless stuff. Absorbing stuff. Still Dortmund lead on aggregate. Oh, beautiful flick from Scamacca. Zalewski's cross takes a deflection of Valdemar Anton for a corner. Well, that'll be another one. The pressure intensifying. Comes off Guirassy. Samatic to take this corner. Scamacca got ahead to it, punched away by Cobel. But again, the free kick will go Dortmund's way. Bayer. Bensavani. Rierson. Bellingham.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Given away by Meccia. Here's Scamacca. Well, he had to use both his wing mirrors there. He was surrounded. Striding forward is Svensson. Bayer. Doesn't reach Guirassy. Meccia. Bayer. Header away from Bernasconi. Defended very well in the main, Atalanta. They've obviously had moments where they're going to suffer, playing a very, very good side here, as we saw in the first leg, as you can see by glancing at the Bundesliga table. But it's been an excellent performance so far from the home side. Haven't been able to add to their early goal from Scamacca. Guirassy. Rierson. Guirassy's flick. Collected here by Zappacosta. Pasalic. Zappacosta in a central area now. Bernasconi. Punched away by Cobel, not too far. Oh, it's in! It's 2-0 to Atalanta! Zappacosta with the strike! Cobel beaten by the deflection! And with half-time fast approaching, it's all square on aggregate. A dream first half for Atalanta.
Nonno Cappuccinelli. Chef Bernardo.
Well, he drifted into that central area and he stayed there. Keeper punched it straight to him. He took one touch. And the defender right in front of the goalkeeper has caused Cabell a problem here. It's off Bensebaini. I think Cabell was going to claim that quite comfortably until the Algerian defender got a crucial touch off his thigh and into the roof of the Dortmund net. And what a turn up here. It's all going to come down to the final 45 minutes. And maybe extra time, who knows? And that is half-time. What a breathless first half in Bergamo. Early goal from Gianluca Scamacca, giving Atalanta the perfect start, and then Davide Zappacosta's deflected effort, making it 2-0, his first goal in the Champions League this season. And Dortmund know they're in a contest here. The noise has been cranked up to 11, and these Atalanta fans will firmly believe they can complete the comeback in the second half. It's going to be absolutely fascinating from here on in as the players leave the field, having given absolutely everything, these Atalanta players. It could not have gone much better for them. Having lost the first leg 2-0, they've levelled it up in the first 45. Half-time, Atalanta 2, Dortmund 0, 2-2 on aggregate.
This match was brought to you by FedEx, UEFA Champions League official partner.
Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Melanzanino volante. Pesciolino bollente, pesciolino bollente.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
PP1P, Wacky Waffle Boy. Wacky Waffle Boy. Gran piede obiettivone. Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Captain Jack Mollusco. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Melanzanino volante. Chef Bernardo. Chef Bernardo. Pesciolino bollente. Boy. Captain Jack Mollusco. Chef Bernardo. Wacky Waffle Boy. Tevetino rotolante. Chef Bernardo. Nonno Cappuccinelli. Pesciolino bollente.
Il leggendario cepilone gigante.
Wacky Waffle Boy, Nonno Cappuccinelli. Wacky Waffle Boy.
This is the moment you wait for. It's a 7